Did you know that Peter Thiel helped JD Vance get on it? You know who Peter Thiel is also cool with, right? Yeah, Elon Musk. I watched it.
Here, Elon just hit the airwaves today. Bring it up, dude.
Oh, man.
The fucking shit missile is in the cannon.
Okay. Did you mute?
And so it's just a
lot
regular
of tweets today.
Just a regular day for Elon. So yeah, he's obviously, I mean, he's definitely, he gets a bit rogue. Why don't we have?
Oh wait, this is interesting.
Pull it up. Let's see it.
This
let's
post
take a
is from an account you muted. I'm curious. Who did you mute?
Ian Mealy's Shong. Oh, it said Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him. Dude, that's one vote.
Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. This stuff is
What are you talking about? Campaigning?
This stuff is just not helpful. Again.
Yeah. Oh, Twitter's definitely.
And here's look. My first loyalty is to my family, obviously, to the Constitution, but politics is a place where people stab each other in the back.
Yeah.
And you can't get anything done unless you're all on the same team and you're actually committed to getting stuff done together. I just think like the idea that the president should be impeached is, I'm sorry, it's insane. It's totally insane. The president is doing a good job. And you can look, you're free to disagree with him, right? Everybody has a First Amendment right.
Are you free to disagree with Trump ever?
Yeah,
do you feel like you can?
Of course. I mean, the way that I put it is, if I disagree with the president, then it is my job, obviously, to provide the president honest counsel. Like, he doesn't need me to be a doormat. He needs me to actually say what I think about an issue. But when the president makes a decision, man, he's the general. And when the general makes a decision, everybody's got to go and execute that order.
Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat, Joe. You want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation.
What is...
Wow.
Elon Musk, time to drop the really big bomb, right? And I thought this was going to be on Iran.
So it's funny. I haven't even seen,
right?
I haven't even seen this one.
But he goes, at real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Nice signature from a South African DJT.
Man. Well, so just so your audience is aware, when is this going to air? Like tomorrow or 2 days from now?
45 minutes. Airing now, dude. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
no.
Presumably, when this comes out, people are going to know more about this than even I do, because
I just learned about
this. Kind of happened on the plane when I was coming on down here. Okay,
I agree.
Look,
this is new.
Here's my basic reaction to like all this stuff is look. First of all, absolutely not. Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong with Jeffrey Epstein.
Man, did I just hear that right?
Like, the guy is. Here's my basic read on it. First of all, I'm the vice president to President Trump. My loyalties are always going to be with the president.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
And I think that Elon, he's an incredible entrepreneur. He's actually done, I think Doge was really good. This sort of effort to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in our country was really good. And look, man, I'm always going to be loyal to the president, and I hope that eventually Elon kind of comes back into the fold. Maybe that's not possible now because he's gone so nuclear.
Well, his feelings,
but I hope it is, man.
His feelings are hurt. Why though? Do you know why?
Yeah, I mean, so look, I think number one, so Elon's new to politics, right? So his businesses are being attacked nonstop. They're literally like firebombing some of his cars. And by the way, we're looking into a lot of this stuff. I mean, some of that stuff we're looking into is an act of terrorism. Yeah. At the Department of Justice, because I think it is an act of terrorism. So I think part of it is this guy got into politics and has suffered a lot for it. But I mean, and I get the frustration there, and I get the frustration that, I mean, look, Congress, you got the spending bill, but the main purpose of the bill is not actually spending or cutting spending, though it does cut a lot of spending. The main purpose of the bill is to prevent the biggest tax increase.
Huge mistake for the world's wealthiest man, I think one of the most transformational entrepreneurs ever, that's Elon, to be at this war with the world's most powerful man, who I think is doing more to save the country than anybody, I mean, I'm 40 years old, anybody in my lifetime. Think about it. It's a guy who, not even a year ago, nearly took a bullet.
Huh? You don't shit, you dumbass. All right.
Weird guy. Sorry, but this has nothing to do with that, huh? But I'm
not a pervert. Maybe you're a weird guy. You're not a pervert. I think you're a good dude.
I appreciate that, dude. But anyway, what I was saying was,
the Diddy thing, man.
What does P. Diddy have to do with Elon Musk and Donald Trump's feud? That's what they're literally talking about. He pivots to P. Diddy. Ain't that something? Always got to blame the...
Is it true they found, like... Sorry, not to play into this, but I read somewhere that they found, like, bottles and bottles and bottles. Maybe you told me this. I don't know. Somebody told me bottles and bottles of, like, baby oil, but that had, like, drugs in it. Bring that up. Was they doping up?
Is
that real, or is that just something I heard on the internet?
Well, city officials have not said it's not true. They've said they don't have all the evidence.
They said they have no evidence.
We've heard from a number of constituents on the ground, Caitlin, who both firsthand and secondhand reports saying this stuff is happening.
If someone calls your office and says they saw Bigfoot, that doesn't mean they saw Bigfoot. Why? I mean, you have a sense of responsibility as a running mate, and he certainly does as the candidate to not promote false information, right?
Caitlin, it's a totally fair point, but nobody's calling my office and saying that they saw Bigfoot. What they're calling and saying is we're seeing migrants kidnap our dogs and cats, and city officials aren't doing anything about it.
Sometimes you hear stuff on the internet that's not true.
Well,
Most of it is. Most of the stuff you hear on the internet.
what defense would you have? Like babies that are addicted to dirty oil?
Yeah, I mean, you don't normally have GHB in baby oil.
GHB
Like, I'm not
oil.
a doctor, but I don't think that's a normal ingredient in GHB. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, like, no. I don't know, dude. There's some babies these days that fucking want to get to the club, homie. No. But no. But so do you think?
All right, they're finally getting back to talking about the feud between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Thank God for small favors, right?
It was so obviously it was the bill. This is where it's happened. Something about the bill made him upset.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, again, I think he looked at the bill. He didn't like it, and I think it's a good bill. But size about it, like the president would be very open and say this is not a perfect bill.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump doesn't get to write the bills, right? Congress has to write the bills,
Okay.
and you got to work with them to try to get something that is as good as possible.
Okay.
When your pubic gonchogeus muscle sort of releases, the pee, you got muscles around the anus that sort of relax a little bit. And if you feel a little bubble, we all, while we pee, we all do it. We're men. Well, I felt what I thought was a bubble, and I very quickly realized that it was not gas. I literally shit myself.
So here's what I'll say about the bill. Number one, prevents the biggest tax increase in American history.
It prevents it?
Prevents it. Because taxes are going to go up on everybody in a really big way at the end.
So you don't like Vance? I think Vance is awesome.
Oh, I think he's terrible. I don't. First of all, I think he's fake. Everything about him is fake. His name's fake. His venture capital career's fake. His story's fake. He's a fake Marine. He's a fake populist.
A fake Marine?
He did press releases. He wrote press releases, and news releases.
Well, I mean, he was over in Iraq. He never said he was a war hero.
Oh, he wasn't in combat, but he makes.
But he's not like Senator Blumenthal that was never out of the country and said he was in combat in Vietnam. He ran the Toys for Tots program at the Senate. I mean,